What it say on y'all screen?
We live, baby. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, cool.
it's got the countdown screen up. It's got a
There's a
clock on
timer
the top. Yeah.
with a timer. Oh, okay. I even got an alert. We live on YouTube. We out here.
Let me see. I got one. Oh
See
yeah.
that? We out here.
Yeah, out here.
We out here. We kind of late being out here, but we out here. Yeah, you had to brighten the mood up, didn't you? There.
Yeah, it's a little too dark.
Daddy he turned the light on.
It was a little too dark. It was over here like, hello, beloved. Like, what? What is going on here?
In the tone, setting the mood.
Soft and
Yeah,
warm.
that's what I was saying. He said the mood.
Quiet storm. Oh, man.
So what y'all think about it, man? In y'all opinion, what's the state of this sneaker game, this sneaker culture, this thing that we so in love with? What y'all think the state of it is so far?
I saw I forgot who that was that was on live. They were talking about the hype beast versus like the real collectors.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost like the hype beasts are kind of like running the game right now.
Is that good or bad though?
I mean, it goes with the territory, just like reselling. That goes with the territory. The real collectors got to fight the resellers to get what we really want, and the hype beast. I mean, I guess it's good for the people selling the shoes because they hyping it up.
Right.
They hyping the releases up, and it's good for them. But in some cases, it's not good for us, the people that don't want to pay resale, because not everybody can pay resale for shoes.
But what if it's a certain shoe you want, and that was the only route that you can go?
You got to suck it up.
Unfortunately, the sneaker community. Let me break. Okay, let me separate two things: buying sneakers and the sneaker community. To get GRs is not hard. You can go to the store and still get GRs, but the thing about it is GRs are quote unquote frowned upon. Unfortunately, when they shouldn't be, because in the past, if it wasn't, to us GRs were everything that we wanted, and they should still be.
Right.
Because, like, for example, those Seattle 10s are fire.
They don't.
But people are not going to look at them because they're quote unquote GRs. Where if you released that shoe 10 years ago,
hotcakes.
Exactly. They'd have been like, oh yeah, the Seattle 10s. What? No! Oh, I need them. You had a camp house in the whole nine. Now it's like first come, first serve. I'll wait for them to hit the outlets.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And see, that's what a lot of people does. That's what a lot of people do. They'll be like, okay, that shoe gonna stick, so I wait till it goes to the outlet. It's like they already got in their mind that that's what they gonna do and that's what's gonna happen. But you let a hyped or limited shoe come out, it's like, okay, I'm gonna jump on this. So guess what? I'm gonna get this shoe. I'm gonna put it on feet and go on Instagram. I'm gonna get all the likes.
But the funny thing is, we control that. People don't realize that we control what the hype is behind. Like, look at the pictures that are posted on Instagram and that you see on Twitter. Look at the photos like Hop Takes or I Take or You Take or KB Fresh Kicks or the Camp Out. You see those pictures, and those are the pictures that start to hype up the shoes. Like, yo, those are fire. Yo, I need to get those. Like, remember, those Travis Scott 6s were were nice. They weren't like the fours
Right.
until you started seeing early pairs and dope pictures. Then it
So
was like
yeah,
yo, I need those. Who controls that? We do. We're the ones taking the pictures. We're the ones causing the hype behind it. We're doing free publicity for all these companies and sneaker magazines. They're not even taking pictures like we're taking pictures.
they just taking generic pictures or whatever. That's it.
Shit, they're taking our pictures and using it on their site.
Exactly.
A lot of times they're reaching out to us. Well, I've never had it happen, but I know other people have where they're like, "Well, man, Finish Line reached out to me, asked to use my pic. Go ahead."
Yeah. Yeah, I've had Finish Line be like, can we share? Can we use your picture? If so, type FNL share, hashtag FNL share. And they'd be like, okay, cool.
Yeah, because
And
I had Reebok do me like that. It's
yeah, and
October too. Make sure y'all know it's October.
yeah, I'm gonna be breaking out a pair of Reeboks tomorrow. I just got to figure out which ones. But it's stuff like that that with us taking the pictures and everything like that, we caused the hype behind it. We caused the hype behind a lot of stuff. And unfortunately, people get affected by it because we make this hype, and a shoe that was 190 when it comes out is now if a quick strike or sells out quickly, and then you're like, oh well, how much you want for it? Give me $800.
Exactly.
And it's like, what? $800.
You know something I saw the other day that was real funny. The 34s I seen on outlet shelves already.
Yeah, yeah, because even though I love the 34 is probably the best Jordan since the 29.
I say
And
I say the 28.
28 was
That's the one that had
okay.
the zipper with the
The
shroud.
okay. 28 was cool. The 28 was cool. I actually liked the 28. The 29 to me was dope. Mainly because of the fit. And when they did that HTM pack where they had the leather 29
The
and the
29
fly knit
and
one,
ones, yeah.
I love that pack. That 29 in leather looked so sexy.
Then it had like a little slight shimmer to it too, like a little shine to it. Or
Um,
was it a dull black leather?
it was like it was. I don't think it was a shiny black leather. It was more like shall I use the word supple? It was like a supple black leather.
Oh my. Oh,
So, so that that shoe was dope to me.
I actually
And
like the 33 myself.
which one?
The 33.
The 33 wasn't bad.
I just heard horror stories of just trying to get into it personally. I mean,
Oh,
I haven't put one on yet.
we making a run. It's 6-3. It's 6-3. We almost there.
Hey, it ain't too late.
It is not too late. Let's go Yankees.
I just heard horror stories about actually putting that shoe on feet.
Which
Uh,
one?
the 33s,
You
just the
definitely have to
33
go over
period.
half size. You definitely
They
have to
say,
go over half size.
they say it's almost like you need the jaws of life to get your feet up in there.
Oof.
I know for myself, I couldn't lace up the lacing system because I had to let it all the way out. And once I put it in there, I was good. I,
So
I couldn't lace
yeah.
it up because it would be too tight for me.
So basically, you had to go up half size. Is that what you're saying? In order to
Yeah.
in
But
order
it's
to get your feet in there.
both the Jordans because I ended up having to go a half size up on the 34s.
But see, that one there's no problem to get your feet in though.
Oh, no, not at all.
Which one?
The 34s.
Yeah, 34 you wouldn't have a problem. 33 I heard was tight as hell. 32 I had, and
32 was fine for me.
not if you had a wide foot.
I'm sorry.
If you if you had a wide foot, you was fighting with that 32. Once you got your foot in that shoe, you was like,
Yeah, it was that
oh,
deep on.
Yeah, that's when you was like, oh, let me check my blood pressure right here.
Feet done went to sleep from the
Exactly.
Circulation and cut off, huh?
Yeah, you sit there walking around with these shoes on, and you like, oh, my ankles. Like nah, I can't.
Which ones did you have?
I had the 32 Rosa Corsos.
Oh, the all red ones.
Yep.
You see, I got the why nots. Them the ones I got.
Okay.
And like I said, I did go to a 12, but I think I could have made 11 and a half work, you know, because I was able to get my feet in there, no problem. But it's just kind of, it makes that toe box look real big and wide for me,
Okay.
getting a 12. That's all.
I see the 30 to me ran super tight. I tried to get that shoe because I actually like that black one that they had, the Jordan 30. The one,
Mm-hmm.
That's the one with the globe on it, ain't it?
Yeah.
I wanted that Galaxy 30.
Say what, Caddy?
I wanted that Galaxy 30. That Galaxy 30 was crazy.
It was.
That's the one with the clouds and the stars and stuff. Like they like blue. Yeah.
Yes. That one was so dope.
I actually like the all black one, but I even went up a half size in that one. That was still a little too snug in the width in the toe box area.
Now, when you said something about the 29s, I just thought about it. The 29 that I want is that photo reel. I would love to have that one right there. You know what I'm talking about?
I know which one you're talking about.
I would love to have that one. Love to have that one, man. Just to have his, that skyline of Chicago, him doing the jump man pose. Man, I love that. That was like one of the best Jordans past 23 that I done seen up until these 34s now, man, in my opinion.
Okay, so I got a question for y'all.
Come on,
since we talking about Jordans. Top 5 Jordan colorways in your opinion, OG and non-OG.
Damn, you got to think about that one, man.
That ain't something you could just shoot off.
Yeah, the top. You just can't shoot off the top of them. I got to write some stuff down. You know what I'm saying? Go through the collection.
Okay.
Let me try real quick. All right, this is in no particular order for me.
Okay.
Of course, Bread 4.
Okay.
Grape 5. Black Cement 3. Majority of mine gonna be all black because I love all black shoes.
Okay.
Black Metallic 5 and Black Infrared 5. Those would probably be my top 5 colorways and silhouettes.
Gotcha. Black.
No, I got to think about this one.
All right. Top 5 for me. Top 5 Jordan colorways, OG and non-OG. For me, it would be White Cement 3, Fire Red 5. And when I say Fire Red 5, I mean the one with the 3M, the 3M tongue, not the black tongue. Even though I love the black tongue Fire Reds, but for me it's that 3M tongue. That's the one that did it for me as a kid.
That thing glistening when that light come on.
Here's one that'll probably be like, College Blue 17s.
I seen that coming. I seen it coming though. I seen it coming. I just didn't know where on your, I don't know if you did like a 1 through 5 or you just naming out some. But I did see that coming.
College Blue 17s. Cherry 12s. Now here's the one that I never owned this shoe. And if I could find it dead stock, I might actually buy it. Cherrywood 16s.
That's a hard one then.
Cherrywood 16.
That would be a hard one to find in the dead stock form.
Yeah.
Because it probably wouldn't be wearable.
I was gonna say that would be for collection purposes only.
Exactly. And that, But those would be five of my favorites. Like I I'll put it like this. I'll give you 10.
Uh-oh.
And the next time y'all get on, y'all do 10.
All right.
You got homework, so you giving us a homework assignment.
Yes. That's your homework for the week. 10,
I
your
could
top
probably
10.
do 10. I could do 10
Mr.
because
Jackson
really,
must
I
give
wanted
us
to name.
homework on the first day.
I wanted to name 4 of my top 5, but I ran out of slots.
Okay, let me see. I'm gonna start from 1 to 5. So
Okay.
one, you already know, is my black metallic fives, all time
Mhm.
favorite shoe. I love the black silhouette. If y'all remember, the video came out in 1990. Ice Cube, Who's the Mac? You can go back on YouTube and look at it. I think his third verse, one of the lynch mob was actually wearing it, and they was like right on the, right up against the train track or something.
Mhm.
And when they panned to that shot, all you saw was that black metallic five and that tongue just shining. That just sold me right then. Had to have them. Number two would be Carmine Sixes. OG.
Mm.
Carmine Sixes, OG.
Okay.
When I got that shoe, the 2014, only thing I hate about that shoe was it wasn't comfortable because the sole was so hard. It's like you walking on like bricks or something or cement. That's the only thing I ain't like about that shoe.
Mm.
And then I got the countdown pack, and it
Okay.
was the same way. So if they come out with that in OG form, it needs to be like the black cement threes is um, the black metallic fives. Just have that comfort level, that us older guys need. You know,
Yeah.
you know what I mean.
Oh yeah.
My number three would be the toe cap steel tens.
Toe
That was
cap
my
steel
number
10s. Okay.
It was rumors about that coming out, but it never did. So I guess it's one of those things where it's up in the air with Jordan Brand. I don't know, but that would be my number three.
Toe cap steel 10s. Okay.
Number four. Number four.
Hey, only black would say toe cap still.
You got to know the difference. You got to know the
I
I
difference.
can't. I
know.
can't say just steel tens because
Yeah.
it will be without the toe cap. I have to have the toe cap.
You're
Yeah.
right.
And the funny thing is, like, there's a lot of people. Sorry to cut you off, Black. I'll let you get back and you listen in a second. There's a lot of people that don't know about the toe cap steel
No,
10s.
not at all.
I I had the toe cap steel 10s as a kid. I got them for Christmas,
Right.
and a bunch of kids in the hood had them. Had the toe cap steel 10s, and I remember kids used to the scuff up the top of their shoes, and they would bring them to my crib, and I would clean their shoes. And my mom was a nurse. I would break out the kiwi white shoe polish because this was before
Oh,
painting, bro.
yeah, that
This,
was full pain
Oh,
right there.
this was before
I know.
painting.
Hey, that was painting back then.
Yeah, you take
Hey,
that
I had to
kiwi
go
white shoe polish
Ooh,
and,
boy.
and dab it on there. Don't dab it too much because that joint start running. You
start
had to,
bubbling up.
yeah, you had to just dab it on there and make sure you use that applicator and just be like, all right, let me
For
just
real.
rub that in. If you had that scuff mark, that got right in there.
Oh yeah.
And you
Oh
put
yeah.
enough on there to make it white. And you call the day, you be like, yo, you clean, boy. And they be like, oh, yo, I got a scuff back here. Let me get an alcohol pad. Let me just clean that right there. There you go. Use good money. Go ahead, Black. Get back into your list.
Number who I'm at 4
Mm-hmm.
will actually be the Chicago twos.
Mm. Okay.
A lot of people disrespect twos, man. Twos are comfortable for one thing, but twos just have a distinctive style of their own. Now, the saying was it was made in Italy. I think it was a few pairs or a few colorways made in Italy, but not all of them. Because if you go back, like even the pair that I have, it might say, well, I don't have an '87 pair or '86 pair, but They say on the back of the tongue up top it says made in Italy. But if it's not that real genuine leather, it's not made in Italy. They just took the patch off. I mean, they just put the patch on. So, um, number five, it's kind of like a toss up. It'll be the black infrared six. I just think that that six is a murdered out six with infrared hits is just sick. You know what I mean? Just sick, bro. It will be. It's a tie with that one and the cement threes,
Mm.
black cement threes.
Okay.
Like when that shoe came out, 1988. I was just going into high school. It actually came out before I got to high school because I was still in eighth grade. When that shoe came out, I remember a guy walking through Palmer Pillars Middle School where I was going, and I was like, "Damn, what are those?" Because I saw the Jumpman. I ain't know what the hell it was, but I saw Nike on the back. He's like, "Man, these the new Jordans." He changed his, he changed look up. I was like, and from that point on, it's like, okay, I need to start paying attention to the shoe game now. So that's when I actually started paying attention to it from like 87, 88. Because back then, Adidas was popping back then. Everybody had to have a fresh pair of Adidas. When Run DMC came out with their line, because a lot of people don't know that they had their own shoe line. They had the El Dorado, which was a low top, I think, and they had a Fleetwood, which was a high top. A lot of people don't know that. And when they switched from the Adidas to the Jordans or the Nikes, that's when Nikes just started coming up. Then I was like, "Whoa, look at those!" You know what I mean? So I would say those two would be like tied for five. Now, if you want to do a top 10, I'm gonna have to go give me a piece of paper.
Right.
Okay. So that's the homework for the next time y'all on. Top 10 your favorite Jordans.
So you got a pen writing down already?
Yeah,
Yeah, he cheating.
cheating.
He using code.
Oh no,
Look,
I'm not right. I'm not right. This is my stylus. This is for my iPhone.
Oh,
So
okay.
I ain't writing. But
You ain't got to lie, Craig.
so another question for y'all. What is your out of all the Adidas shoes you've seen in your
Mm,
lifetime?
mm,
What would be your favorite Adidas shoe?
hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know if y'all even heard of this one. Mine, it came out in 1988. It's called the Adidas Spectrum.
I
I
thought
have
you was gonna, I thought you was gonna say something different.
I
what?
thought, yeah, I
For
thought,
a minute there, I thought you was gonna say the Adidas Skyjacker.
Are you talking about the one with the strap?
Yeah,
Nah, I
kids
had
used to
those back in the day. I had those.
kids used to wear that here like crazy because it was a different version of the Air Force
Air
One.
Force Ones, yeah. We used to say we had the same way, like they had the strap hanging down in the back.
Yep.
But mine was the my favorite Adidas is the Adidas Spectrum in that Philadelphia 76ers colorway. If they ever come back out retro with that, I gotta have it. It's gotta have the torsion because it was torsion back then. It was just a sick shoe, man. It was kind of to me it was like it looked futuristic. It was like beyond Adidas design team to me.
Mm.
So that's mine.
What about
uh,
what about you, Hop?
I really don't have. There was one Adidas that came out. I remember it when I was in high school, and I think that was before Nike came out with the glove. Black, you probably remember this one, where you could it had like a booty inside of it, where you could take it out.
You talking about the
The Adidas
equipment?
the Adidas equipment.
Yeah, equipment.
That was my favorite one too.
I think yeah, I was gonna say that would probably be my favorite one because I like how they did that and the look of the shoe as a whole. I just like the way that silhouette of that shoe and how it looked.
I liked that shoe when I first saw it because it had this. There was a white, black,
Like
and
and
like
green.
yes,
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah,
and it was the booty. You could take the booty out of the shoe,
right,
I
exactly.
used to wear mine as house
and
shoes.
Yeah, and I would see kids at the park take the booty out of their shoes, and I was like, "Yo, I need those." So that was like my favorite. Now the close second to that one, that was my favorite out of Adidas. Whew, I would have to say is the hmm, I would have to say it's the Adidas Conductor Highs.
The original ones.
Yeah,
Hmm.
I'd have
Because
to say.
the rivalry was Patrick. No, the conductor was actually a Patrick Ewing shoe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. Now they made it the rivalry uh,
Yeah,
issue now. Well, recently, since they retroed it.
yeah. The conductor, but when they first did that conductor high, they did a white. There was a recently they did a white, black, and red one a couple of years back. And matter of fact, I might wear those tomorrow. I have those back in the room. I've worn them like 2 or 3 times.
They came out with like 2009, 10, somewhere up in there.
Yeah, it had to be like 10 or 11.
Because uh, I remember buying them for my son, and he said they was too tight, and I tried them on, and they was too tight for me. So if I wanted to get a pair, I had to go up a half size on it because that toe box was so narrow.
Hmm. Like I had the New York Knicks colorway, and I had the white, black, and red ones. The Knicks colorway I gave to my brother because because it was sitting in the box. That shoe just ages.
Right.
So next thing you know, it was turning yellow. But I
Yeah,
just thought it was a dope shoe.
I actually got they retro that Knicks colorway in the altitude back in
Hmm.
2002, I believe, and then they re-retroed it like maybe 14, and that's the one I got before they actually came out with the rivalry with that OG shape. But that EQT equipment you were talking about, they
Yeah,
actually re-retroed that shoe a few years ago.
really.
Yeah, same colorway, that white, black, and green.
The only place I
Yeah.
knew you could get it back in the day was through East Bay. They didn't have any down there where I was.
I can't
Mm.
remember where I got mine from.
They had it here at Foot Locker. And this was the old Foot Locker with the wooden panels.
Yeah, with the hoop, with the basketball
Yeah, with the
goal.
basketball
Yeah,
hoop. We had a world Foot Locker here, and that's where everybody would go for their shoes.
I remember that
Yeah,
too.
y'all was big time, bro. Y'all was big time.
Only Panama City had one, a World Foot Locker back in the day. I can't remember where I bought my EQTs from though, because I used to wear them as house shoes, heavy. I ain't even wear the shoes unless I went to hoop. But then once I got out of them, I
Wa-
pulled the
Walking
shell
around
off.
with the booties.
I'm rocking the boot as hell, yeah. So since you saying something about that, let me ask y'all a question then.
Okay.
Let's see. What is your favorite Converse of all time?
Oh, that's easy for me. That's easy for me. And people don't remember this one. The Converse Aero Glides, not the Aero Jams. Not the Aero Jams. The Aero
Mhm.
Jams is the ones that you see a lot of now. The Aero Glides was Larry Johnson's first shoe
His
when he was
first
with
one.
Charlotte. Hmm.
His first one. And that was my actual second shoe that I bought with my own money.
The Aero Jams.
I had
I mean the Aero Glides.
I had the black and purple ones.
I had the black and white ones, and it had the white number 2 on the front. It was the first shoe that I had. Remember, it was the first shoe I had ever seen with a shroud on it,
Yeah.
and I was like, "Oh, this is so fire!" And I remember I had went to a basketball camp that summer, and I broke those out. I'll never forget. I had on black T-shirt, white basketball shorts with black compression shorts underneath, and the shorts was way short because I wanted to show off the compression shorts. and I had on these Converse Aero glides on, and I had went and got a haircut the day before, and had the barber put the little part in the middle like LJ's.
That's what I did too.
And you couldn't tell me I wasn't LJ.
The
You
only
could
thing I
never
didn't have,
tell me.
only thing I didn't have was the gold teeth. That was it.
I used to be in a house because at that time you talking about this was what 91. This was around that. Yeah, this was 91.
91, 92, yeah.
Yeah, I had this one of those stand up basketball hoop goals in the crib,
Mm-hmm.
right? And I had got to the point where I was too tall to really play on it. So I had this dresser in my room, and it had a mirror that was connected to the dresser.
Right.
And the dresser had a little bit of space behind it. So I could take the hoop off. I unscrewed the hoop and the big backboard, and the hoop is connected to the backboard, and it had this little pole that was behind it, and stuck it behind the glass.
You up there about to tell them?
Boy, my brother had this little gold tooth that he would rock to the club. I remember I went to the bathroom and cleaned the little gold tooth out and soaked it and everything. Called my boys over. We gonna have a slam dunk contest. I got the little gold tooth in, and I'm up there throwing dunks down in the room like, I'm just going crazy. And they was like, yo, what has gotten into you? I was like, it's the Converse, baby, in the house playing with the Converse on. And mind you, my parents lived in an apartment building, so I know the neighbors downstairs.
Yeah, everybody hear you.
Like, what the hell?
Everybody, they had room hitting the ceiling. Stop up there.
Bouncing the basketball on the floor. I done took tape and was like, look, this the foul line, this the 3-point line. Anything behind here, that's a 3. Anything here is the foul line. If you was jumping for that line and dunking, you couldn't tell me nothing.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, I dunked from a foul line. Like,
now,
you jumped 3 feet. Cut it out.
Now, when I bought those shoes, like I said, I bought those shoes my 11th grade year, 11 going into my 12th grade year. And when I bought them, I was like, I'm going to kill them because everybody was, wearing Jordans. I said, I'm being different. So I got those shoes. I got them from East Bay, I remember. I got them from East Bay. As soon as I cracked that box open, I put them on feet. I ain't took them off until I went to school that next morning. When I got to school, I walking there, everybody looking at me like, where you going with them skateboard shoes on? Because they didn't see, back then, it wasn't like you was trying to, move your pants to where everybody can see your shoes. It was like you covering up the whole shoe and making everybody guess what you got on pretty much. So all they saw was the shroud, and they saw the toe box, and they saw like the midsole and everything else, but they didn't see the back where it said Converse wrapped around the back of your heel. They didn't see the big con on the tongue. So I'm walking in school from breakfast, go up and down, man, what you doing them skateboard shoes on? I'm like, man, these ain't no skateboard shoes. So everybody just crowding around me, and they started clowning me. So I'm like, they said, yeah, come on with it. Next thing you know, I pulled my pants leg up. They was like, oh snap, he got them Larry Johnsons on. Next thing you know, everybody was like, man, what you gonna wear tomorrow? Ever since then, man, it's like what I said, being different is what I need to be. And that's what I am. Because nobody would expect to wear nothing like that. Because like I said, everybody was just trying to look like everybody else. I'm gonna wear these Jordans, I'm gonna wear these Nikes, I'm gonna wear these Adidas. That's pretty much it. Nobody didn't go out of their comfort zone, and I did. And I was the first one in my area down here wearing Patrick Ewing shoes. Nobody down here had them. Nobody.
Up there in Selma, man, that's what they was rocking. They had this place called On Time Fashion, man. They had almost every color you could imagine in there. I mean, it was nonstop. But for me, probably my favorite pair of Converse was probably the Energy Wave Converse. When Magic and Bird did that thing, I remember they had that commercial where they had like the wave coming and hitting the basketball.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That right there kind of had me. But me personally, I think the only Converse I've had was some low top black outdoor basketball shoes.
They
I
had a
want to say
street ball. They had a street ball shoe too.
that's what it was. It was an outdoor ball and shoe though, but it was a low top,
Yeah,
and that's what I would hoop in outside. And that was probably the only Converse that I had back then. Because I was, like you said, Jordan and Nike. I was
yeah.
brand loyal back then.
Yeah, a lot of people was brand loyal back then, man.
I maybe had one or two Reeboks back in the day, but back before I really started buying my shoes, I had to get what my parents got me. So, I might have a pair of LA Gears or some of the cheaper running Nikes or something like that.
Right.
But to go back to what you were saying, like when you fell in love, when you started paying attention to shoes, the shoe that caught my attention was the Fire Red Jordan 3. It was a guy at my church who had them. Because I seen the ones and the twos. But when I saw them threes he had on them Fire Red threes, I said, them nasty right there. I said, and that's what had me starting paying attention to them shoes. And when them fours came out,
You was hooked.
that was it. That was it. I did whatever I could to try to get them shoes, cutting grass, doing little odd jobs, all kinds of stuff, man. Try to go get them shoes from Foot Locker.
It's amazing what we do. Back then what we did just to get what we wanted, as far as like kick wise.
Shit, it's amazing now.
Oh, yeah, 100 times worse now.
Yeah, it is. It is. But times were so much simpler back then. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Even though we don't really have the jobs we got now, but still, times were just simpler back then, though.
Yeah. But back then, you could walk into a Foot Locker 2-3 months after the shoe came out and still get your size.
Yeah.
But you know what killed that? Social media.
What's that?
Internet.
Absolutely right.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely right. Remember, there was a time when shoes that kids call grails, that adults call grails now, used to sit in outlets, in sneaker magazines. Because remember, East Bay was a mail catalog. You would get it in the mail. You would order it. You would fill out your little form and everything, and you could send it. You could send it back, and they would send you the shoes, and you could do COD.
I remember COD. I that's what I did.
Yeah,
you give me my shoe, I'm gonna give you the cash.
Then it was the phone numbers. You could call and get the phone numbers and everything like that. Call the phone number and order your shoe.
Right.
Then it wasn't until later it was like, hey, we're on the web. And that wasn't until what?
That was
early 2000s?
I would think late 90s, yeah. Late 90s, early 2000s.
2000s, yeah.
AOL came out.
Yeah, because back in the day, I remember, man, like one or two people might bring the catalog to school or something like that. Yeah. Like, man, how you get that catalog? And they'd be like, you got to order something. But then they would have a little slip like, send one to a friend.
To a friend, yeah.
Yeah, and then they would be like, man, let me get this, man. Let me fill this out, man. And you might not buy nothing out of there, but you walk around with the East Bay catalog. Man, let me look at that, man.
Boy, my East Bay catalog. My East Bay catalog I used to take a marker and have that little marker and be circling everything I want. I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna get this. And you see the team shoes, like, oh, they got these team. Oh, I need this color and this color. Man, my book would be marked up, and they'd be like, yo, why you got these circles? That's what I'm getting. You gonna get those? My mom and dad gonna buy it for. Yeah, right, little nigga.
How do you remember that book that you used to ask me about, the Kicks book with Kevin Garnett on the front of it?
Yeah.
Katie reminded me, I did that when I first got that book. When I looked in, I said, okay, I had that one, I had that one, I had that one. So I fast forward to now, and I went and looked at it maybe 2 days ago, and I went in and I said, I got some circling to do. I got a lot of this stuff now.
Got a few things.
Yeah, I got a few things now. So,
bruh, I think one of the things I wish kids could experience nowadays was the simple joys of being into sneakers, having the East Bay book and bringing it to school, and then sitting there with your friends, like, yo, oh, look, they got the shirt to match it. I'm getting that. I'm gonna circle that. Don't circle my book. I'm gonna circle my book. You know, be like, yo, can I borrow your East Bay book? Like, for
No,
what? So I can look
No.
at it? No,
no.
because I'll never see it again.
For a period. Let me get it. I'm gonna give it back to you for a period.
Yeah,
Never see that
that,
book again.
you'll never see your book. You got to chase somebody down. Yo, where's my East Bay book?
And you
Oh,
get that book. You get that book, man. You have a page missing.
you either
Or
have a
they done
page missing, yeah,
they
or
let
they done filled out the little card and then left the card in the book. Like, you wrote in my book,
Yeah, for real, for real.
bruh. It was the simple joy, stuff like that, stuff like when like they used to have up here. They currently have Models up here, but they used to have this other store called Herman's,
Hmm.
Herman's Goods, and Herman's and Models was very similar. And like here at Green Acres Mall, you could go to either Models on one end of the mall, and Herman's was on the other end of the mall, and in the middle of the mall was Foot Locker.
Right.
So you had those three stores, or you had Athlete's Foot.
Yeah, we had one too back in the
Yeah,
day.
we had an Athlete's Foot. And then we had Foot Locker. Foot Action came much later.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. They came what, like late 2000? Well, not late 2000, late 90s, early 2000s, somewhere up in there.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we didn't do Foot Action too often. It was more Foot Locker.
Hmm.
Oh yeah. Foot Locker was the place, bro.
Yeah, Foot Locker was the place. Foot Locker you always went to first. Then we would go to Models, and then we would go to Herman's because all of them had Jordans.
Right.
All of them had Jordans, and you wanted to go to the one that had the Jordans so that you could get your Jordans. But it was like you could walk in, see the Jordans, and you'd be like, all right, I'm gonna get those. I want to get these. And when you saw they had a Jordan and it was on sale, you was back. Mom, look, they on sale. Let me get those.
You do you remember the first Jordan that you ever bought with your own money on sale? Not
First,
retail, but on sale.
first Jordan I ever bought with my own money that was on sale. Hmm.
I don't think I bought a Jordan that was on sale, bro. Cause where I was at, man, you could get them, but they would never put them on sale. They would never put them on sale, man. I don't know why that was.
So they'll just sit.
They eventually they would sell out,
Okay.
or they might end up. Our Foot Locker might end up sending them out to another Foot Locker that was selling them.
That was selling,
I
man.
used to do that back in the day.
See, because my first one, I think it was 94. It was 94, and we had a store here called Athlete's Attic, and it was right across from Parisians. I'm pretty sure y'all remember Parisians.
Yeah,
And I went in there, and it was like they had all this dope stuff up here, all these nice snapback hats, stuff like that, starter jackets. I'm talking about like starter jackets, the satin starter jackets, like the ones you be getting, Caddy.
Hmm.
Uh, they had jerseys, you name it, they had it. So I go up in there, man. They had Reeboks on the shelf. They had Asics. They had the Bo Jacksons in there, the Dion's, all this. I saw they had the Bugs Bunny eights. So I went over there and looked at it. I was like, man, it was $70.
Mm.
Can I get 11? He went back there and got the box, brought it back. I got my first pair of Jordans, and they was on sale. They was the Bugs Bunny eights. I wasn't into like white shoes back then because
Hmm.
I felt like if I wear them a few times, they're gonna get dirty. and then it just takes the freshness away from them. So I always try to wear like black shoes because you can keep black shoes straight, or you can keep them
Yeah.
clean.
I'm trying to think. What was the first Jordans I bought with my own money for sale?
Look
Ooh,
at
that's a tough one.
here go throwbacks, throwback king in the house.
My first Jordans ever were the Jordan Swift 6. Okay, the Eddie Jones joints.
That was what, like 96, 97, or 98?
That might have been 98 because
98.
I think one of the first Jordans one of the Jordans I almost bought that I regret not buying was the Jordan Super Freak.
Oh, you talking about the first one
Yeah, the Randy Moss sneaker when they had came out with it in white and purple.
with the
The
zipper
white
in the middle?
Hmm?
With the zipper in the middle?
Yeah.
Yeah, I had those.
I
Hey,
what happened?
go ahead, Ken. I'll tell you when you get through. Go ahead.
I was gonna get those, and I'll never forget it was in. We were at Modell's, me and my boys, and I was gonna get them, and they didn't have a size 13, but they had a 14. And I remember I tried the 14 on, and I asked my boy, I said, "Yo, no, they had a size 12. They didn't have size 12 at the time. I was wearing a 12. They
Hmm.
had a size 13." And I said, "Yo, what do y'all think?" And my boy said, "They look like a boat on your foot." And I was like, "I'm not getting them." I remember I was so mad. I was like, "I'm not getting them." It was like, "No, they look good." "No, they don't. I'm not getting them." And turned around and then had to get rid of all my shoes a couple of months later because I went from a 12 to a 13.
Damn. So if you knew what you knew then,
Yes.
you know the old saying.
Mm-hmm.
See, now reason why I started laughing when you said something about the super freak is because um I remember back in the day when it first started going around that hey, if you got a defect in your shoes, you can send them back to Nike and they'll send you another pair.
Mm-hmm.
So I had I can't remember which retro Jordan it was, but I defected that shoe on purpose to send it back to Nike. I got my claim for them, send it back to Nike. I
Y'all
said,
hear
I'm
this,
finna
Nike?
retro. I'm finna get a retro. Man, I get there, open that box up, and I see Super Freak. I said, oh man, they done got me. I said, they got me, man. And I opened up, it was the white and purple Super Freaks. I said, I don't want this mess, man.
They was actually comfortable though, man.
Yeah.
No, they wasn't bad.
They was actually
But I was
comfortable.
disappointed because I was like, I thought I was going to get me another retro, a
Yeah.
brand new Jordan.
But see what it is, I think back then, because I did that too. I know you're gonna crucify me with this one, but I did it with the 99 black cement fours. So
Ooh.
guess what I did? I popped the air.
Ooh.
I
You pop
popped
the
the air.
elbow. That's what
Yeah,
everybody used to
I
pop the
popped
elbow.
the air button. And then I sent it back. So next thing you know, they sent me a voucher for what the shoe was worth, which was what, $100.
Yeah, back
That's
then,
what
yeah.
it was, $100 back then. So I ended up buying some Air Max off there that I dogged out when I should have just kept my damn my fours. I was so
Yeah.
mad at myself, man.
Oh, I was the same way, bro. When they sent me them Super Freaks, I was like, come on, bro. Come on, man.
Why?
Ain't no way, bruh. Ain't no way, bruh. You sent back 99.
Hey,
Oh man, you hurt my heart with that one. You cut me deep, Shrek. You cut me deep.
hey, man, I tell y'all, don't crucify me, man. I was young back then. I ain't know no better.
Yeah.
Oh man.
That was one that I would definitely wasn't gonna send back.
I'm thinking, okay, they're gonna send me a new pair. I just wanted to try and see what happens. But nope, they sent me a voucher, and that shoe was already sold out because I went back to try to buy it, and it was already sold out on they. That's when they had the little website then, and I was like, man, let me just go get this one here and be done with it. I got some old. What was those? I think they was the tailwinds. I think it was like a Knicks colorway tailwind, and I ended up dogging those shoes out because that was the only thing that I seen that was on their site that was worth $100. Everything else was above $100, and I hate I did that. Yeah, that's one of those horror stories that I still kind of shoot myself in the foot for, but it is what it is.
I
Okay.
remember when the 99s first came out. That's when I first started working at Foot Locker. Man, I got that shoe for $70.
What shoe?
Bread, fours, the 99.
Mm.
I'm talking about I
Discount.
just started working at Foot Locker, man. I'm like, I wasn't even in the store for a week, and that shoe came out. Got
I'm
him.
trying. I'm trying to remember what I was buying in 1999.
Shout out to the three people in the chat. Woo!
Appreciate them rocking with us.
Huh?
I appreciate them rocking with us.
That's it. That's it. It's four now. It's four. It's four. We went up to four.
Oh shit! Throw a party.
It's for what now? Yeah, buddy.
I'm trying to think. What was I rocking in 1999?
I'm gonna have to find a picture.
That was right after I had my first kid, man, and I was working at a. Oh, look at Beard Jedi in the chat.
What up, Beard?
What's happening, Beard? Yeah, I had just had man my first son, man, and that's when I switched jobs. I was selling jewelry, went from jewelry to shoes.
I I gotta find that picture, but I actually got the the 2000 fire red fives, and you can see my picture. It don't show the shoe, but when they turn the flash on, it just that whole bottom portion of my leg just shines. You can't miss it. I'm gonna have to find that picture. Yeah, I'm gonna have to find that picture. You can't miss it. I'm gonna have to find it.
Yeah, I used to take sneaker pics back in the day when I could find a camera with film in it. And I could just find like a camera, like my grandma's camera or somebody's camera with some film in it or something like that. Because I got an old pair of grapes that I had taken a picture of. I was standing in my mom back of my mom's truck. I can't find that picture nothing now. But anytime I could find a camera with some film in it, I was taking some pictures of some shoes.
I remember I had this one of those 110 millimeter Fuji film cameras, the little thin joints.
The like the ones like this here, the little skinny ones.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's why I used to keep one of those and take pictures with those. That little mini reel that it would come with.
Yeah,
That's all I would take pictures with. That'd be the crappiest pictures ever. But you couldn't tell me nothing. Like, oh yeah, I'm a photographer.
that's right. That's right.
That damn Fuji neon colored bonds was orange.
I always had those disposable cameras. That's what I always
Right.
had.
Exactly.
I ain't got to worry about it breaking or nothing.
You just got to find time to take them and get them developed.
That's right. That's right. We took them to a K&B. I don't know if y'all had a K&B drugstore.
Oh no, we ain't had that up here. We had our Woolworths and Walgreens and
We had Woolworth.
yeah, we had Woolworths until they went out of business.
Yeah,
And, so let me see. All right, we've been live for 53 minutes.
3 minutes, yes.
So is there anything else y'all want to talk about or
Now we can kind of wrap it up, man.
okay?
Wrap this shit up, B.
I want to say one thing real quick, but it's nothing shoe related. I'm looking forward to this basketball season. I can tell you that. I'm looking forward to seeing what Zion's gonna do. They were talking about, of course, it's the preseason, but they saying that he ain't no other rookie ever average what he's averaging, and of course, I want to see what the Lakers gonna do because I don't think it's gonna be.
You don't think what?
I don't think it's gonna be fair. Whoever plays the Lakers.
As long as the Lakers stay healthy, they're gonna be a problem. The one person, and I'm gonna say this, and nobody mark my word on this. Tyler Hero on the Miami Heat,
Yeah.
from the University of Kentucky. Tyler Hero is going to be the steal of the NBA draft.
Is he a 3-point shooter?
Tyler Hero can do a lot of stuff. He can get to the basket. He can shoot the jump shot. He can hit threes. Tyler Hero.
Does his game? I know who you're talking about, but I haven't seen him that much at Kentucky, right?
Yeah, he played at Kentucky. He's on the Miami Heat now.
Because they got Tyler Johnson too, don't they?
No, Tyler got traded. No, he was a free agent. He's on a new team now.
Okay.
I forgot where Tyler is at.
I was thinking that his game kind of mirrored his game. The the two Tylers game mirror each other. That's how I was looking at it. But
Okay.
I had to go back and look at a little highlights. I remember him in one game. I think they played. As a matter of fact, it was that first game they played Duke, and then it was another game that they. I think he actually started shining. I forgot what game it was, but he started shining that game. I forgot who they played though, but they won. But what about PJ Washington? Where he went?
Where did he go?
I know he was like a high draft pick.
I have to check. I have to check.
That's a good. I remember
The
him.
Hornets.
Hmm?
He went to the Hornets.
To the
Did he?
Hornets?
PJ Washington, yeah, he went to the Hornets.
What pick do you have the draft up? You just was it like
Uh,
13 or somewhere up in there?
hold on a second.
No, the Hornets had a higher pick. They were like maybe 10, I believe.
Number 12.
Oh, close.
Yeah, he went number 12.
Okay. But that's all y'all got. We can kind of go ahead and break this off and
Yeah, close it out, bro.
close this thing out. Go ahead and shout your stuff out, Hop.
Just Hot Dog 18, man, on IG, man. That's it.
Mr. Cadillac.
Appreciate you having me, sir.
Oh, no problem, man. We doing it again. You know that. Mr. Cadillac.
You already know what it is. Your boy Cadillac Jackson. Find me on IG at Cadillac_Jackson. Find me on YouTube at Cadillac Jackson. And find me on Talking Kicks on the Talking Kicks channel. 1/3 of Talking Kicks. Wednesdays, 8:30 p.m. We should have a show coming up October 23rd, which is next week. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
Well, I appreciate y'all guys, coming in on this this unexpected live. I just wanted to do something kind of yeah, come on here and talk about it, man. Give our little pointers on this little sneaker thing that we in love with. But this your boy Black Ass African. Check me out on IG, black_AZZ_African. You can also check me out here on YouTube, same name, same underscore. With that being said, we'll holler at y'all on the next one.